So in this video, I'm going to try out DWM. Why am I trying out DWM? Because I decided why not. Anyways, installing it is simple-ish. There's not a official pre-built binary on the Arch Linux official repositories or any distro repositories, because I've done a little bit of research beforehand, and actually when you configure it, you have to compile it every time you configure it, because you configure it by changing the source code. So this is going to be interesting, but I've done research, so in theory I should know what I'm doing. In theory, I've already went out and compiled and installed the dependencies, like in quotes. They're not really dependencies, but they're tools that you need from suckless. So like a dmenu and st. That's what I've went and gotten. I've also gotten the source code for SL status, which is going to be used for later. Without further ado, I'm going to go and install it. So I'm going to navigate to dwm.suckless.org. Right. So we just go down a little too far. Here we go. Download WM. Right, so we're just gonna install it. Yeah, yep. And then it's gonna open it up, and then we're just going to so anyways, we're gonna do that. cd into DWM, and we're just gonna make it. If I can actually type it in correctly. And that was the most painless compilation I've done. So make it install. Yes, let's go. Alright, and now I have to log out and log back in with DWM. So anyways, yeah, I'll see you on DWM. Alright, I'm booting into DWM. We're greeted with this. We have our bar here. This isn't SL status yet. Well, I said yet. This isn't SL status right here. This is just a bar that comes with DWM here. We're greeted with this. Open a terminal, however, and that's ST right here. We can open that up. I'm just gonna use bin to-do.txt. Number one on our to-do list is add a patch, which goes into our second thing on this list, which would normally be number one. Set a wallpaper, and then change the other thing, change the keybind. Set a keybind, take a map the vol. Another thing, map the volume controls. Swap caps and control. That's something that I want to do here. Configure SL status. Get gaps in the windows. Map the brightness controls. There we go. We're gonna execute our agenda here. First, add a patch. So I'm gonna add multiple patches, but we're just gonna start with the number one patch here for today. Wow, I'm gonna do that. God dang it. Actually, I needed that. So we go to suckless here, DWM, patches. And the first thing we want is auto start. We're just gonna download our diff here. We're just gonna download the diff. Now we open up a terminal here, cd into DWM, and we do patch. This sign here, I expect it. You would expect it to be this, but it's this one, less than sign, and then your patch here, DWM auto start diff, and I have installed a patch. Now we make, and then we gotta install it. Yippee! Actually, no. You know what? we're not gonna install it until we have our auto start thing. So, alright, so what this auto start does is it allows us to make a directory here, .dwm, and then we can cd into .dwm here, and then we create auto start.sh here. And now we make our auto start.sh executable, and now we can go and install our freshly patched and configured DWM here. Alright, and looky here, I got a wallpaper. Let's go. And I tap the caps lock key, tap that. The caps lock light is not coming up, but that means our control key has been successfully remapped to caps lock. I'm just gonna install more patches. So attach below. We are going to download patch below and download vanity gaps. And we're just gonna install the tile only one, the one that has the least amount of bullshit. And the CD in a DWM. And we can just add in our patches here. Oh wait, what's this? Hunk number 5 failed at 1919. It's saving the rejects to dwmc.reg. Alright, so as we can see here, the vanity gaps has been installed. We got that up and running, so everything works. So next we have set a keybind to take a screenshot. So when we go into our config.h here, we have something defined right here, shcmd. This means that it executes a shell command. We can use that for taking a screenshot right here. We just go down here and mod key, and we'll do control math. Actually, there's nothing there, so we could just xk_s on, and then our shcmd here. Alright, so we have our keybind set here, and we have our commands for our screenshot utility set right here. So now we're gonna make that. Alright, now we can
You're fucking right, you made a mistake, you little bitch.
Alright, so now we have set a keybind to take a screenshot, but now we need to map the volume controls and then map our brightness controls. Ooh. Now we got it looking a little neater. Yahoo, but let's see if that actually worked. Probably not.
Oh shit! You little bitch.
Alright, so we should, in theory, have volume control. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have volume control so that I can see. Yep. Works on that department. Do we have brightness controls? Yep, I can see my screen getting brighter and darker. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna configure SL status. Now we have a status bar here. Last thing is change the colors. Normally what I do is I pick a color out of this wallpaper here, which I want this purple here, but instead I'm gonna do something different. We're gonna search up generic. Purple protogen. We're just gonna color pick out of his we're just gonna color pick out of one of these videos here. His animation.
In today's training video, I'm gonna teach.
So now X color, and we color pick bros purple. We see that it's a 637. So we now we put that there. So cddwm bim .h. All right, so this color cyan here, we replace it with our 653397 here. All right, there we go. All right, we got we got the generic purple protogen bar, generic purple DWM status bar. All right, so now we're gonna cd into DWM here, bim our config.h here. So we have these tags here, and one thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to change these tags into something different here. So Alright, so we could see here that it worked-ish. There are some things that are just missing because it works in Kitty Terminal, but that doesn't mean that it's supported here. So I'm just gonna go back to our Font Awesome cheat sheet. We're just gonna go based off that. Probably do Font Awesome 5 cheat. The first thing is just a joint. Yeah, but here's my DWM rice thing.